Hello, everybody. Welcome to my Lunch and Learn, where every week I explore topics to help you elevate your mindset, be at your best, and radically expand your life and business. And today I am here to talk to you about how you can transform your life in just 1 hour a day. So, if you've ever felt stuck or frustrated or overwhelmed, maybe unmotivated, you've got these voices of self-doubt talking to you and letting you know that you're not quite ready, don't go for it, or questioning every move you make. Maybe deep down you know you're destined for more. You can smell it, you can taste it, you can feel it, you can see it, and you just want to get off the fence. You want to elevate yourself. You don't want to stay where you are. You want to get up to the next level. Well, if that's where you're at right now, this is for you. So I want you to listen up, because this 1 hour a day idea, this idea of just investing in yourself 1 hour a day, can truly, truly transform your life. So some of you know me, some of you don't. I'm Larissa McCooch. I am a master results coach and CEO of Abundance Academy, where we help high achieving women uncover their deepest desires and look at what they're truly capable of, and then empower them to do it so they can have a life and business that they want and love unapologetically. And I do want to thank you for being here, whether you're tuning in live or by replay. I truly, truly do appreciate your presence. And I would love to know where you're coming in from. If you are tuning in by replay, type in replay in the chat. That way my team and I can welcome you. And if it's your first time here, type in first time in the chat. So I remember when I was first introduced to the world of Tony Robbins. I was cleaning up my office and I found this audio cassette of Tony Robbins. It's from his mastery program. I have so many audio programs from Tony from back in the day, and this is how I first started working with him. And when I first started listening to his 21-day program, I remember it was a rainbow of emotions, pretty much in a very, very short period of time. I would bounce from excitement to overwhelm to enthusiasm to curiosity. The list goes on. And one concept he emphasized and is heard about from so many other trainers is the hour of power. Okay, so Tony Robbins talks a lot about his hour of power, and so many other people talk about investing this 1 hour a day of concentrated time into whatever it is that they do. So Tony Robbins used it in the context of mindset and in motivation. And when I started doing it consistently, right, I dabble in it here and there, but many years later, I really did put my whole heart and soul into this. My life changed for the better, and it completely transformed. What was once uncomfortable became doable. Where I had low energy, I now had motivation. Where I was confused, the answers started appearing, and the opportunities, they started coming my way because I was in a receptive state and had built momentum. So it is the coolest thing, because when you take the first step forward, then you take the next step, and you build this cycle of momentum. That first step initiates the next one. And just last month, we started in our group client calls, we started a daily morning study call with my clients. And some of them were studying, but they were like me. It's like, I'd study a little bit, I'd not study. I'm not sure what to do to study. And so I'm like, okay, you guys join part of my morning study routine. We get together for 30 minutes every morning, 30 to 45 minutes every morning, and we study together. And it has been a game changer. People have noticed things in their days have started to shift. Things in their weeks have started to shift. Their relationships have improved. Business opportunities have come their way. And it's just this constant little drip of spending that time each and every day. One of my secret dreams was having my husband do this work. He kept talking about it. He'd be great. My husband is so supportive. He will come to any seminar. He'll come and join me for an event. However, doing the daily study has not been something he's been in the habit of. And he's actually joined us the past 3 days. And I have seen incredible shifts in him and his energy. things that I haven't seen in him in the past 2 years, which is absolutely remarkable. I'm tickled. So it's absolutely phenomenal when you consistently put time into focusing on what it is that you truly want, because so much really can happen in an hour a day. For some, this seems like a lot of time. For others, an hour just goes by like that. And wherever you are on the continuum, I want you to realize that time is an illusion. And it's not about how much time you do have. It's about what you do with your time. And when you do invest it, that you invest it wisely. When you actually put the right time in the right activities, it will pay dividends. So I want you to ask yourself, yeah, so much fun and so motivating when those in your household are on the journey with you. Absolutely. Yeah, I think that's so key, because when people around you are full of the same information, it can fuel you. It just helps accelerate your process. So ask yourself, are you ready to grow your income and impact in the world? Do you want to say yes to opportunities that come your way? And do you want to allow yourself to live life to its fullest? Do you want to say yes to vacations? Do you want to say yes to business opportunities? Do you want to say yes to buying new properties, new vehicles, or participating and contributing to charitable endeavors? Would you love to see your relationships with yourself and others thrive? Because that's really what this is all about. That's what today is all about. It's all possible, and it can all happen in just an hour a day. Now, to transform, if you think about this idea of what transformation actually is, to transform is to make a thought, or to make a dramatic change in the form or appearance of something. Okay, so it's to change the composition or structure of something. So it's almost like something physically changes from one state to another. Kind of like when liquid, right? If my tea were to boil, it would turn into a gas. Or if I were to put it into the freezer, it would turn into a solid. Okay, so it transforms into a different appearance or structure. And if you think about yourself and your life and your body is always in a state of transformation. A part of you is always dying. Your hair, your fingernails, your dead skin cells, your cells inside your body. There is a part of you that is always dying each and every day. And on the flip side, in contrast, a part of you is always being reborn. The cool thing is the body constantly regenerates itself. And therefore, essentially, who you are today, who you are right now, is not who you were yesterday. And it's not who you're going to be tomorrow, because tomorrow you're going to be someone different. Physiologically, this is happening. Sometimes we don't see the changes, right? If you look at someone over the span of 5 or 10 years, you might notice physical differences in their appearance. However, you may not notice these differences in your world and in your body each and every day. However, you are different. Now, you have 60,000 thoughts per day, each and every day, and approximately 95% of them are the same. They are repetitive thoughts that you had the day before. Now, the scary part is 80% of those thoughts you will likely have in the day, they are negative. They're not going to serve you. And so that's a whole other topic for another day. But when 95% of your thoughts are the same as the day before, that means 5% of your thoughts are different. What do you want to do with those 5% of your thoughts? It's kind of like the hours in a day. If you have 24 hours in a day and you take 1 hour to do something purposeful, you can truly make magic happen and start to transform yourself and your life. Now, back in the 1970s, Reverend Robert Schuller, he founded the Crystal Cathedral, and it reached millions of people worldwide. And he had the TV program actually called The Hour of Power. And so what was really cool about this is he used this hour of power to uplift and inspire people to live a fulfilled life, a life with hope, a life with purpose. Now, Robert has passed away, and the Hour of Power still continues to this day under the leadership of his grandson, Bobby. And while it's a Christian-based philosophy, if you're not Christian, that's fine. I think one of the beautiful things is that he sets out to share beautiful stories and messages to uplift people. And when you consistently tune in to this hour of power, you can really start tapping into something magical. So whether your intentions are religious or not, many people worldwide have created their own hour of power and adopted this concept as a daily practice to motivate and inspire themselves, to move themselves forward in their life and business. And that is what I would love to see for you. I know that many of you here are ready for a shift. I want you to pop it in the chat. I am ready for a transformation. I am ready to elevate my life. I want you to declare it for yourself, not for my benefit. I want you to declare it for yourself. I am ready for more, because the fact is there are 365 days in a year. There's 24 hours a day. That means 8,760 hours in a year. And if you simply took 1 hour each day to invest in something that you deemed important, that would be the equivalent of 9 40-hour weeks, assuming you were actually working all of those hours. Yeah, ready for more. I love it. So imagine if you invested a solid and quality hour into your relationships with your spouse, into growing your income, into living your passion and following your dream, into contributing to a charity, building your career, studying a new craft. What area of your life, if you dedicated a solid hour a day, would make the greatest impact in the rest of your life? If you think of the ripple effect, it's like when you drop a pebble in a pond. You drop the pebble and then it impacts everything, because all parts of your life are connected. But if you try to focus on all parts of your life at the same time, you're going to get very distracted. However, if you pick the one that's going to make the biggest difference, it's going to have a positive ripple effect on all. So I would love to know which area of your life would be of greatest impact. Which one would be most greatly impacted if you chose to invest an hour a day? Pop that in the chat. I want to know. Truly, if you did invest that time, by the end of the year, you would have made huge, huge progress. What would that look like? What would that sound like? What would that feel like for you? Now, this past weekend, I ran a vision casting workshop. It's a workshop I've run a few times before. We're having another one coming up May 19th. But what was really, really interesting is that every person there, we looked at the vision. We actually created and crafted a vision of who we want to be, what we want to do, what we want to have in many different areas of our lives. And each person had an area that they were so comfortable with. And sometimes this is kind of like the default area where we want to spend more time because we're familiar with it. It's easy and it's fun. And then there was another area they were less comfortable with. And that area was different for everybody. Okay. In general, things like health and personal growth were the easier areas for most. And in this particular workshop, finance and career were the more intimidating areas. Now, what was really beautiful is once people learned the process, and we did it repetitively, right? We went through this process a couple of times with the easy areas, and we came back to the areas that were more challenging. People weren't intimidated anymore. All of a sudden, magic started to happen, and they started to uncover things in their lives that they didn't acknowledge and recognize in the past. They started to gain momentum. They started building that momentum and started really, truly cultivating a vision of their life as they truly want, as they truly desire. And that's what it's all about. It's about taking this hour a day so that you can live the life that you desire. And the fact is, most people just don't even know what that is. So what's really powerful about this process is this process can help you uncover what you truly desire of investing 1 hour a day, or this process can help you get what it is that you truly desire in just 1 hour a day. Now, when you decide on that one thing that you want to do, you're going to start building that momentum. And sure, things are going to come up in life because life happens. Your kids are going to get sick. You might get sick. People lose jobs. People get too many opportunities and stretch too thin. Maybe you might get caught up in time wasters or find a new show on Netflix. The fact is, life and circumstance is going to come up and it's going to happen. However, when you make the committed decision to invest in yourself, invest that 1 hour a day, you will continue moving forward in spite of circumstances and in spite of obstacles. And the thing is, eventually these circumstances won't be as bad. And in many cases, they'll cease to exist because you are in the control of your outcomes. Okay. So if your life isn't going the way you want, or you simply want to elevate it, this hour a day is going to be your tipping point between staying where you are and achieving the business and dream you desire. And I want you to have that business and dream you truly desire. So what do you need to do to make this hour of power happen for you? Step one, you've got to decide you're going to go for it. You've got to make a decision. You've got to just cut out all other obstacles, remove the games from your phone, unsubscribe from Netflix, create a workspace in your home, block the time in your calendar, commit to this time, commit to yourself. Decide that this is important. I am important. My goal is important. My dream is important. And I'm going to make it happen no matter what. Step two, choose what area of your life you want to focus this hour of power on. Okay, just like in the vision casting workshop, we looked at many different areas and what area will make the greatest difference in your life and business. Okay, so I'm not sure who you are because I can't see on my end who said fitness for me, because StreamYard doesn't have your name, but yeah, fitness is huge because it can impact everything else. Is it your relationship? Is it growing your business and actually doing money-making activities that will grow your business forward versus staying stuck in busy work? Is it elevating your mindset and keeping your thinking clean, or practicing that self-care, focusing on your health and fitness so you can show up with vibrancy in your life, so you can show up in your business? Now, the answer is going to be different for each and every one of you. However, when you know in your heart and soul, the one thing that's going to move you forward, you want to make a commitment. You want to say, okay, I have decided that I'm important. I have decided that I'm number one. And I've decided that I'm going to put a little bit of time into myself. I'm going to invest just a little bit of time into myself so I can get something bigger and more beautiful out at the end of the road. You're going to have that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Your job is to stick to this one area for a good solid 30 to 90 days so that you can let the momentum build. You're going to start feeling really good in the first week. In the second week, it might be hard. It's kind of like going to a gym, building a new muscle, but you've just got to do it. That's step number 3. Step 3 is just do it. Just take action. Stick to it. Do it no matter what. And make sure that you don't stuff your hour of power with tactical to-dos and time wasters. Use it for really purposeful and intentional activity. Okay. If it's your relationship, perhaps it's reading a book together or talking about something that actually matters. Maybe going for a walk and leaving your phones at home. If it's your business, then perhaps generating more conversations with prospects. That's the one activity that moves the business forward. What if you spent an hour a day generating more conversations with prospects? That would be huge. Maybe you're seeking visibility to promote your business or brand it on a more expanded scale. If you spent an hour a day on that, that would be massive. If you're writing a book, you can sit down and write for an hour a day. Huge progress. If you're working on mindset, you could be reading, journaling, practicing gratitude, listening to podcasts, thinking about how this applies to your life and applying it intelligently. If it's self-care or health and fitness, perhaps it's meal planning, going for walks, actually exercising and moving your body, dancing around the house, meditating, doing meal prep, whatever works for you. So I think you get the point. However, step 3 is just do it. And then the last point is you've got to evaluate as you go. Okay, so evaluate as you go. Now, each month you want to look at what you've been doing and ask yourself, is this actually relevant? Is this the most relevant thing I can be doing? And does it even matter anymore? Because like you said, who you were yesterday is not who you were today. Because as you evolve in your progress, as you build momentum, the activities that you're doing will also need to evolve. So you want to stick to that hour of power, commit to that no matter what. However, what you put in that bucket may change and evolve. Okay. So you've got to be the number one in your life. And truly, you must care about yourself more than others do. So just to recap, step one, decide you're going to go for it. Step two, choose what area of your life you actually want to focus on in this hour of power. Step three, just do it. Take action now. Take action every day, no matter what. And step four, evaluate as you go. Now, each month, again, take that time to look back and see if you need to stick to exactly what you're doing or make a small shift. Now, I know we've covered a lot today. Ultimately, it does boil down to you knowing yourself better than anyone else. You must take responsibility for yourself and for your life, for your business. And one of the ways we can do that is by having a crystal clear vision of who you are and what you want in your life and business, one that's truly authentic for you. You need a vision for your future so that all of these hour of powers are purposeful. Whether you create that vision in your hour of power or you expand on it, that's up to you. However, if you are interested in cultivating a vision for your future, I would love to invite you to join me. We're meeting again on Thursday, May 19th, where I'll be hosting another vision casting workshop. Like I said, we've run this before and it was phenomenal. It was absolutely outstanding. It's 3 hours. So we're meeting from 6:30 to 9:30 p.m. We could have made it shorter, but our intention is for you to literally walk away with a blueprint. It's not a whole bunch of theory for 3 hours. You learn some theory and then you apply to your life with the support of other people. So this is an awesome workshop for you if you're a vision virgin and it's your very first time at this, or if you're a seasoned pro and you're just looking to revisit and refine and upgrade your vision. This is something that you do want to come back to every 3 to 6 months. So with the live feedback from me, you will get live concrete feedback from me, interaction with other participants. You will walk away with something truly special. So Hannah has popped a event listing in the chat. So thank you, Hannah. If you are interested in registering, then click the link in the description, click the link in the chat and join us on May 19th. Okay, we've already had a lot of people pre-register, so I'm not sure exactly where we're going to cap it, but we are probably going to have to cap this event. So you want to make sure to secure your seat now. It is absolutely free for the Vision Casting Workshop. Now, you were born to turn your dreams into reality, and there is nothing more that I want for you than to see that happen. I want you to have all of your goals, all of your dreams come true, and I want you to let your light shine. That would bring so much joy to my heart, because as soon as you start uncovering your truth, you're going to live that magnificent, that magical life that you deserve and you desire. So join me for this vision casting workshop and tune in next week where I'm going to come up with another topic that will move you forward in your life and business. It has been a pleasure chatting with you today and sharing how you can transform your life in just an hour a day. Bye for now.